Hey guys, this is Caleb, and today I'm going to be going over Notion Pro Trader. So, Notion Pro Trader is the trading journal that will improve your trades over time. I'm super excited to go over this with you guys today, so I'm going to jump right into it. So, just to give a little overview of Notion Pro Trader, this is sort of going to be the grand tour. So, essentially, how Notion Pro Trader is set up is you have current positions here. I don't have any current positions, so there's nothing listed currently. You have your stats down here, both monthly stats and your weekly profits and your weekly win rates. Down here, we have watch list and the ticker glossary. We'll go over that in a bit. And then finally, at the very bottom, we have a beautiful trade calendar. This shows you how your trades are going over time. So it has like customizable stats that you can put on here. I think by default, it'll show you whether you won or lost, whether it was long or short, and how much profit you got. But all of that can be adjusted if you want to use Notion's advanced tools in here. So I'm going to start with an overview on how to use Notion Pro Trader. So essentially how it works is everything starts with the ticker glossary. So when you're looking for something to trade, there's certain things that you're going to want to know about the ticker, and the Notion Pro Trader will tell you exactly what you need to know about the ticker right at a glance, right down to win rates and total profits that you have. Essentially what that's going to look like is if you want to maybe trade semiconductor plays, all you have to do is go into this search bar and type in semi. Boom, you got a bunch of semiconductor plays with all of their information. So you'll see right here, there's a status that it has. This is the float status. So the float information is all manual input. So if you open any of these ticker cards, you'll see these different action items that you can have that are directly related to this ticker card. So right here, we've got a float log, and you can see there's dated entries for float and short float and insider ownership, institutional ownership information, as well as market cap. And all of these are linked to these options, which will automatically update based off of your updating of the float log. So just a little overview on logging float information. So if a ticker's status reads check DD or outdated DD, like you see on these over here, simply go into the float log, hit new to make a new entry, and choose a date. So preferably today's date, and enter all of this information. So you'll notice just by creating a new entry with today's date, your ticker is updated to DD up to date. You still have to enter your information in, but that's how you update your DD. Let's just go over quickly how to add a new ticker to your glossary. So I do have this glossary preloaded with about 400 tickers. So if you want to make a trade on a ticker and it's not available in the glossary, for example, like you want to make a trade on Apple or Apple options or something. And obviously, I don't personally trade companies that big, so that's not in the glossary. So if you want to add a new ticker, you can click new, and by default it'll add all of these action items for you. And you just change this from glossary template to Apple sector. You can make that technology. If you want to add some other stuff like personal computers, you can add whatever you want into sector, whatever makes sense to you. And then the last step to adding a new ticker is you just have to add in this ticker ID. I like doing this just because it makes making trades a little bit more automated. So you just type in Apple. And that way, every time you make a new trade, the ticker ID and entry date will already be preloaded and ready to go. So let's add Apple to our watch list as well. So to do that, you click this where it says none and add it to your watch list. And you can see now Apple is in your watch list and you're watching it for the next time you want to trade it. So let's say we are going to make a trade on Apple. The way that this is set up is you have to put in your entry price. So let's just say you want to buy Apple at 120.50. Just for the sake of example, let's just say it's that price. And at your protective stop, you have it at, let's say 115. Price target, let's say you want a 2-to-1 ratio. So you would go for like 130. Total risk, let's say you want to risk, $50. So you put -50, and this will calculate out how many shares you need to buy, your total value of your shares, what your expected R is, if you want to use an R-based system, and then you fill out all the rest of your stuff. So if this risk-reward ratio is acceptable to you, you can fill out the rest of this. If not, you can just mess with your price target or your protective stop just to get the proper risk reward that you would want to do. Most people go for a 2-to-1 ratio. So for Catalyst, there's some options that are pre-filled. You can use any of these, or if you have your own Catalyst that you like to play off of, you can fill those out. Chart patterns, you can choose, whatever chart pattern you are seeing. So if it's breaking out of a range, I'd choose range breakout. Maybe it retested an intraday line, so you put that in. You might have relative strength on the daily chart. You got a bull flag on the 4-hour. Inside of a 2-hour EMA cloud, and let's just say you've got like a double bottom or something on the 10-minute. Oops. And then when you're finished filling out all of your indicators and everything that you want to track, you click active position, and voila. Your ticker card will show up under current positions. All right, so let's go over closing a position now. So if you want to close a position, you open it up here, and you're going to go under this action item that's labeled close a trade. So the first thing you're going to fill out is your exit date. So let's say you're exiting today, and then for the exit price, let's say you hit your price target. So you got 130. That was your exit price. And let's say this is a win. And let's just add your trading stats. So to do that, you click trading stats and you type in this month. So if you type in that month, it'll pop up right there. And then you'll see under stats, it'll show up right here. So then you uncheck active position and you have your first trade. So now that we've gone over how to make a trade and how to add a ticker to your glossary and then subsequently to your watch list, let's go over the cleaner. So every time that you make a trade, a variety of things are recorded. You got time frame specific. So basically what that's going to look like is you have two different views here. You have your profits for each indicator and time frame, and you have your win rate. It'll give you sort of an overview of what's working and what isn't. So the win rate will sort of tell you how well you're doing on each of the indicators, and your profits will just tell you how much you're, how much you're making, or maybe how much you're losing on certain setups. This is a perfect way to sort of build your own system and see what's working for you and kill what's not. The cleaner is the most powerful part of Notion Pro Trader. You can basically figure out what's working, what's not, and your profit and loss will go up and your win rate will go up over time if you're disciplined and you implement certain things that maybe you're doing wrong, where you're losing money, and leaning more into the things that's working. So this gives you real data that shows you when each of your trades are working, the time of day each of your trades are working, what trading mistakes you're making, and how much you're losing on your trading mistakes. Whether you're doing well with long trades or whether you're doing well with short trades, this is all done automatically. So this is just a very powerful piece of this tool. So you can also see which catalysts are most profitable for you, which catalysts have the best win rates, and obviously the float and caps. Another thing you can do with in regards to the cleaner is you can actually combine different setups. And to do that, you just hit the filter button. So obviously right now, this is just support and resistance profit. But you can, if you want to see how your intraday lines do with, say, something on the 1 hour chart, like maybe the 13 and 30 cloud, you can see what that profit looks like just by, going through that. And obviously, the more you use Notion Pro Trader, the more these will fill in, and you can get sort of an idea of what your trades are looking like. So that's it on the cleaner. Hopefully that helps you guys trim the fat on your trades and get some more profit for you. So next up, we're going to go over the forecasting tool. So what that looks like is this is sort of a tool that will let you forecast what your account will look like over time as you keep updating it. So the variables that you get to adjust to make it customized to yourself is you've got adjust initial investment. Basically, this is where you put in how much money your account is worth at the beginning of your tracking of the account forecasting tool. And then you just put how much money you want going into your account, how much money you want coming out of your account each month. And then you adjust your goal R each month. This is a great way of being really disciplined about setting goals for yourself and seeing how it'll affect your account over time. Let's go over how to make an actual entry. So you'll see here, you've got different tags on each month. You've got actual and you have estimate. So the estimates are just based off of the entries that you're putting in here and what that's going to do to your account. The actual is your actual data. So let's say at the end of December, your goal was to get 2,925, but maybe you fell a little bit short. Maybe you only got like 31.5. And then so you basically to put that in, there's a so what that looks like is you click the edit button, and then you see where it says add actual ending value. You just put that in, and then you change this status to actual, and all of these will update based off of the actual data. And that's just like a good way to set goals that will sort of oscillate with the actual data coming in. So that's it on the account forecasting tool. Hopefully this helps you be disciplined in your goal setting and helps you figure out how to grow your account. Thank you so much for taking this tour with me of Notion Pro Trader. I hope this trading journal helps you guys clean up your trades and start becoming more profitable if you're already profitable, or profitable if you're not profitable. Thank you guys, and take care.